When Emily bought the house on Briarwood Lane, everyone told her she was lucky. Big backyard, quiet neighborhood, cheap price. Too cheap. But Emily was 29, recently divorced, and desperate to start over somewhere that didn't feel like a memory. The house was old but charming, faded blue paint, tall windows, and a wide front porch that creaked like it had stories to tell. The real estate agent talked too fast. Previous owners moved out of state, she said. Quick sale. Emily didn't ask questions. She didn't want to. The first night, she woke up at 3:12 a.m. to the sound of footsteps. Slow, heavy, above her bedroom. She lay frozen, staring at the ceiling. There was no upstairs, just an attic, and she hadn't gone up there yet. The steps moved from one side of the ceiling to the other, then stopped directly above her bed. She held her breath. A soft thump, like someone kneeling, listening. She told herself it was the house settling, old wood, temperature change, normal. Still, she didn't sleep again. The attic door. The attic door was in the hallway ceiling with a pull-string ladder. She stared at it all morning while drinking coffee. It felt wrong, like it was staring back. By noon, embarrassment over her fear annoyed her enough that she grabbed a flashlight and pulled the string. The ladder unfolded with a metallic screech that made her flinch. Dust drifted down like gray snow. The attic smelled stale, not just dusty, old, like something had been sealed away. There were boxes, old furniture, a rocking chair. The rocking chair was facing the ladder. She hadn't noticed that in the house listing photos. She climbed halfway up and shined the flashlight around. Then she saw the wall. Scratches, hundreds of them, long, frantic lines carved into the wooden beams, some deep enough to gouge splinters out. And in the center, carved into the wood, "Don't let it hear you." She climbed down slowly, didn't close the attic, didn't want to touch it. The neighbors. Her neighbor across the street, Mrs. Calder, was watching. Older woman, pale, always on her porch. "You went up there," she said when Emily walked to the mailbox. Emily froze. "What?" "The attic." Mrs. Calder's eyes were too wide. "You shouldn't go up there at night." "I went during the day." Mrs. Calder nodded slowly. "It listens more at night." Emily laughed nervously. "What listens?" But the old woman had already gone inside. The second night, 3:12 a.m., Emily woke up again, this time to whispering. Not loud, not clear, but close, like someone talking through the air vent. She held her breath. The whispering stopped. Then came a slow dragging sound across the ceiling. Not footsteps, something being pulled. She grabbed her phone. No signal. Her Wi-Fi router was blinking red. The power hadn't gone out, but something had. The smell. On the third day, the smell started. Faint, sweet, rotting. She searched the fridge, trash, sink, nothing, but the smell got stronger near the hallway, near the attic ladder. She stood beneath it, stomach turning. Something wet hit her cheek. She flinched and touched her face. Dark brown. She looked up. A stain was spreading through the ceiling drywall around the attic opening. Drip, drip, drip. The recording. That night, she set her phone to record audio and left it on her bedside table. She didn't want to imagine things anymore. She wanted proof. At 3:12 exactly, she woke up to the metallic attic ladder unfolding, metal scraping. Slow, deliberate. She didn't move, didn't breathe. Her herd bare feet on the hallway floor. Soft, wet, a dragging step. Pause, dragging step. It stopped outside her bedroom. Then the whispering started again, right outside the door. A voice that sounded like it had swallowed water. "Emily." She squeezed her eyes shut. The doorknob rattled. Once, twice, then silence. In the morning, the attic ladder was closed. The hallway carpet had dark stains leading to her bedroom door, like footprints made of something thick. What the phone caught. Her hands shook as she played the audio. At first, silence. Then, at 3:12 exactly, the metallic attic ladder, her own breathing. Then, a second breathing, wet, gurgling, and a voice whispering right next to the phone. She can hear us now. Emily dropped the phone. There had been no one in her room. The truth about the house. She went to the local library, old newspaper archives, and found them. 3 families, all who had lived in that house, all missing. No bodies found. One article mentioned the last family's 9-year-old son telling police, "The man lives in the ceiling. He comes down when we're loud." The boy disappeared 2 days later. The final night. Emily packed a bag. She was leaving. Didn't care about money, didn't care about the house. She stepped into the hallway. The attic ladder was already down. The smell was overwhelming now. Something was breathing up there. Not whispering, breathing. She backed toward the front door. A voice floated down from the attic. Soft, almost kind. "Don't go." Then another voice and another, layered, whispering together. "We get lonely." And a hand appeared over the edge of the attic opening. Gray, too long, fingers bending the wrong way. Then another hand. Then a face slowly lowering into view. Not one face, many, pressed together like people fused under stretched skin, eyes opening one by one, all staring at her, all smiling in different directions. "Stay," they whispered. The front door wouldn't open. The knob wouldn't turn. Behind her, something slid down the attic ladder, wet, heavy, hungry. The last thing the neighbors heard that night was Emily screaming, followed by footsteps in the attic, slow, heavy, above the ceiling, waiting for the next owner.
The baby monitor. Josh and Melissa didn't believe in ghosts until the baby monitor started picking up a voice that wasn't theirs. At first, it was just static, then humming, a lullaby neither of them knew. Melissa checked on their daughter, Ava, fast asleep, monitor still humming. Then the voice spoke, a man's whisper. "She looks just like her last time." Josh grabbed a bat and searched the house. No one there. The doors were locked, windows closed, but the monitor kept transmitting. They watched the screen. Ava slept peacefully. Then, the crib slowly rocked, no one touching it. Melissa ran to the room. The rocking stopped. Ava was still asleep, but her closet door was open. They never opened it. That night, they unplugged the monitor. It turned back on by itself. The screen flickered. Now the camera angle was different. Higher, from inside the closet, looking out at the crib, at Ava, at the door, at them standing in the hallway. Then the whisper returned, closer, clearer. "You left me in there before. Don't do it again." The closet door creaked open behind them, from the inside. The man in my photos. Lena found him by accident, scrolling through old photos on her phone, selfies, friends, work. Then one picture made her stop. Behind her, in the background of a cafe window reflection, a man standing too straight, too still, looking directly at her. She didn't remember him. She checked older photos. He was there too, far away in a park, across the street, standing behind a tree, always facing her, always expressionless, always closer in each photo over time. Her stomach dropped. She checked the most recent picture, one she took that morning in her bedroom mirror.
He was standing in her hallway, right outside her door. She turned slowly. The hallway was empty. Her phone buzzed. A new photo appeared in her gallery, taken from inside her bedroom while she was looking at her phone. It showed her back, and behind her, him, smiling now, closer than ever. She didn't sleep that night. At 2:03 a.m., her phone camera activated by itself, front-facing, screen glowing in the dark. She saw her own terrified face, and behind her, in the bed reflection, the mattress sinking as someone slowly lay down beside her.